just tuned into Tanaka TV, the best and future biggest fight channel on YouTube. Don't forget to hit that like, that comment, that subscribe button, and we're going to get right into it. I have breaking news for you today, people, and I don't know if you've seen this information. I just saw this earlier today, so I had to get this video off. I saw that Francis Ngannou is getting into the ring again, and he's going up against Anthony Joshua. Now, I think this is going to be a very, very interesting matchup. Now, I know all of you recall the last time Francis Ngannou walked inside that ring and he fought Tyson Fury, and he did better than I think most of us thought. I think we thought that Tyson Fury was really just going to walk through Francis Ngannou. I mean, I thought that, Tyson Fury was just going to simply just outbox Francis Ngannou. Especially, I felt that Francis Ngannou didn't have enough time to prepare for somebody like Tyson Fury. Now, I think Anthony Joshua poses different threats, but I also think that he poses less threats than I would say a Tyson Fury does. Now, Anthony Joshua, he is kind of a power puncher kind of boxer. I think that he probably carries slightly more power in his hands typically than what a Tyson Fury would bring to the ring, but I think that he also brings, like I said, less obstacles to kind of bring to the table when it comes to fighting Francis Ngannou. And so I think Francis, with this added time training for boxing matches, I think that's going to help him out phenomenally. I really do. I think that it's going to benefit him greatly. I think he's learning a lot, especially if he stays with Mike Tyson, which I think is the big question. Is Francis Ngannou going to train under Mike Tyson again? Now, I know that Francis Ngannou has his own training camp and his own actual coaches and things of that nature. However, I think Mike Tyson brought not only his mindset and his skill to Francis Ngannou, and that really helped Francis when he was preparing for Tyson Fury, but what Mike Tyson brought was motivation. He brought this energy and this spirit to Francis Ngannou. It gave him this confidence to go in there and box the way that he did. And so I really think that, that helped Francis Ngannou. I think that leading up to this matchup, how is Francis going to be mentally going into this game? Because I'll just keep it real, people. Some people had Francis Ngannou winning that matchup against Tyson Fury. He scored that knockdown, and I know that Tyson Fury was, scoring his points throughout the match, but he never got a knockdown on Francis Ngannou. Francis Ngannou stood the entire match. You can't say the same about Tyson Fury. But like I was saying, I think Tyson Fury brings something that's different. And he brings an elusiveness. I think that he's probably the best when it comes to moving as a heavyweight. The head movement, the footwork, the fluidity, that's something that you don't typically see out of a heavyweight. I mean, I think it's that style of kind of what Muhammad Ali brought to the ring. But my biggest thing is, do I see this fight being finished? Possibly. But if it doesn't, if it goes the entire fight, I think that if it's a fairly close match, no matter how you swing it, if you think that Francis Ngannou won by a couple rounds or a round or so, or if Anthony Joshua, they're going to give it to Anthony Joshua simply because, and I think a lot of you know this, boxing can be kind of rigged. It can be when it comes to the judges, and that's been a problem when it comes to boxing. It's been a problem for quite some time. I can't even put an amount of years that people have believed and we've seen boxing matches being rigged in the favor of a certain fighter. And so I think that with the lack of experience that Francis Ngannou brings into the ring that, you know, the boxing community is almost not going to allow Anthony Joshua to lose unless he actually gets knocked out. And I think Francis Ngannou has every bit of the potential to knock out Anthony Joshua. We've seen Anthony Joshua get wobbled, I mean, a decent amount of times at this point. The one that comes to mind is Anthony Ruiz. When Anthony Ruiz, or Andy Ruiz, I should say, I'm sorry. When Ruiz put Anthony Joshua away, that was, I mean, that was one of those moments that you really got to see the heart and the soul of Anthony Joshua, and I think we might see that again. We might see that again. And so what would I guess, and how would I score this matchup? How do I see it going? I see Francis Ngannou, and this might sound crazy. I think Francis Ngannou has the edge here. I see Francis Ngannou being way more confident with or without Mike Tyson, although I do feel that Mike Tyson will help. But I think with or without Mike Tyson, we're going to see a much more confident Francis Ngannou based off of his performance that he had against Tyson Fury. And I don't think that that's going to benefit, Anthony Joshua. I think that we're going to see a much more comfortable Francis. We're going to see a much more composed Francis. A Francis who's an even better boxer. He's gotten his range down a little bit better as a boxer, because range for boxing and range in MMA are two completely different things. You have to worry about so much more when it comes to MMA, and so the range is different. You have to worry about takedowns and kicks, and so you have to measure things, much more different. But I'll give it to Francis Ngannou. But like I said, people, if this is a close match and it goes to a decision, they're going to give it to Anthony Joshua. That's just how this game works. But I'll give it to Francis. I'll say Francis knocks him out probably somewhere in the mid rounds. He tags him, and he continues to tag him. I don't think he's going to flatline Anthony Joshua. I think that we might see him put him down maybe 2 or 3 times, and that's all she wrote. And so comment down below, people, what you think about this, what I think is going to be a phenomenal matchup. Who do you have winning? I have Francis for this one. And so, like I said, comment down below. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your support. Hey, we're going into 2024 with a lot of good fight news coming up, and I'm here to give it to y'all. And I'll always be here to give it to y'all. We're going to try to surpass 1,000 subs this year, and I think we'll do it. I would like to get there before my birthday, which is in about 1 month, people, February 3rd. And we have about 190 subs to go. So it's going to be a close one. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. I hope everybody enjoyed their New Year's, their Christmas, time with their family, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.